am getting into a video about my fitness journey. Someone said, any tips for gym anxiety? I used to have this. Being kind to myself with diet is hard. I feel like for a long time, I definitely struggled with this. This is a big one, how to be more confident. And a lot of people talk about this. What I learned and what I found is making a YouTube video about my fitness journey. I received a lot of good feedback. I'm getting all professional. I'm wearing a coat because it's raining right now in Arizona. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to wear this coat for the intro because I really like the coat, but I have nowhere to wear it because it's way too hot here. So yeah, I am getting into a video about my fitness journey. I basically kind of shared a little bit about it on my Instagram, and I received a really great feedback. Like, so many kind comments from a lot of you, and I was so grateful for the response, because if you would have told me a couple years ago that I was gonna be posting about my fitness journey, I probably wouldn't have believed you, because I definitely have never seen myself as like a crazy like fit person or anything like that. So I don't know. I asked you guys a bunch of questions on Instagram, and I am going to answer a bunch of the questions that you had and do like a little Q&A today. And hopefully this answers a bunch of your questions, but I'm really excited about this, and I am so grateful that you guys are so sweet and so kind. So let's get into it. So the first person asked, how did you start? I got started in like 2016, so it's 2021, it's been a while, but I started when I first started dating Dallin, and he would always go to the gym just about every day, and he always would ask if I wanted to go with him. And at first I was like, no, I don't really want to go with you. I just had moved out of my parents' house, I was living on my own, and I was eating so bad. Like, I literally think I ate pizza rolls and Pizza Hot Pockets for every meal. That is not a joke, and you know what? That's just really not good for you. So I didn't know how to eat healthy without my mom, and I had never been to the gym. And so I was really intimidated by the gym, but eventually I decided that I would go with Dallin because he was my boyfriend and I wanted to, you know, go hang out with him. And most of the time I would go and I would just walk on the treadmill for like 20 minutes, and I had no idea what I was doing. And so I would just walk on the treadmill and admire Dallin working out. And then eventually I was curious, and Dallin started teaching me some of the machines. I had no idea how to work any of the equipment, but he started teaching me some of the machines, and then I heard about the app called the Sweat app. So I started using that, and it like shows you everything to do. And I basically just got started that way. It was a lot of trial and error, a lot of watching Whitney Simmons on YouTube. She really inspired me. And so I would watch her YouTube and I would get inspired. I would do the workouts that she would post, and I would just try my best to get into the journey. And the thing is, I feel like every day I've always just strived to be better than the last. So if I didn't eat healthy for a day, I wouldn't get down on myself about it. I would just say, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna try and eat as healthy as I can, or tomorrow I'm gonna go to the gym, or whatever that is. So I just feel like that's how I got started, and it's been a long journey, but I feel like I finally am getting into the rhythm of the gym and feeling really good and really confident in the gym. Someone said, are you on a diet? And the funny thing is, I actually just filmed today a whole video on what I eat in a day, but no, I am not on a diet. I actually don't really believe in diets, and I have dieted in the past. It's just not for me. The thing is, everybody's different. So from my experience, I feel like dieting wasn't good for me because I would restrict myself for like 2 weeks and be really good about it. And then 2 weeks goes by, and the next day I'm binge eating anything I want because I'm like, my diet, I did it for 2 weeks. And then it's just like a really bad cycle. So for me, I just eat the foods that I like. And I'm lucky because I really love vegetables, and I love like salmon and things like that. And I just try to eat as clean and healthy as I can. But there's definitely days where I eat really bad. and that's okay too, because I feel like it's all about balance. So I don't believe in like restricting for a long period of time because I don't feel like it's sustainable, like it's not gonna last for a long time. But yeah, I just try to eat as clean and healthy as I can. And every Sunday I bake, so I literally will make cinnamon rolls, bread, cookies, and on Sundays I just eat whatever I want because I feel like, I don't know, it just makes me happy, and I love to bake. And you guys have probably seen on my Instagram I do like the Bella baking show. So I feel like it's all about balance and working out. Someone said, how fast did you see results? And here's the thing about that. So I'm gonna post a little before picture. This is me before, and I really still think that I looked so beautiful, and I absolutely felt so confident in this picture. And then this is my after of like where I'm at right now, and I obviously feel really beautiful in this picture as well. But the thing for me is, how fast did I see results? It took definitely a while. I feel like it's all about being consistent and really just trying to stick to a healthy lifestyle, and it's different for everyone. So even if I told you how long it like took me exactly, I feel like it would be so different for everyone else. So I would just say try and be as healthy as you can, and try to set a goal for like a full year of like going to the gym and trying your best to be healthy, and don't even like focus on, oh, I need to see results, and the results are just gonna naturally happen. This leads me into the next question. A bunch of people said, how much do you weigh? And I'm not gonna say how much I weigh because I don't weigh myself. I haven't weighed myself in a while, actually. I don't know. I don't think weighing yourself is bad, but for me personally, I don't know. I don't weigh myself, and I don't think it's like necessary. I just work out and try to feel my best, and yeah. How were you so motivated and actually kept a routine going? So for me, what's kept me motivated is the feeling that I get when I'm in the gym. So when I'm at the gym, I actually feel so powerful. I feel like so much energy. I feel so strong, and I love the way I feel after I go to the gym or after I do a workout. I just feel like I feel so healthy and so good. And so I just like got addicted to that feeling. I also love that it's like a stress relief for me. If I'm ever having a really hard day, then I go to the gym, and when I come home, I feel so much better. So that's why I'm so motivated. It's not necessarily to like see results or anything like that. It's just because I feel so good when I'm at the gym, and I just want to feel better. So I love the gym. How did you gain more confidence? This is a big one. How to be more confident, and a lot of people talk about this. So here's the thing. What I learned and what I found is, if you are not being kind to yourself, and if you are constantly looking in the mirror and saying, oh, I wanna change this, I hate myself, I hate the way I look, then you're gonna start to believe that. And I was doing that for a while. I would look in the mirror and I wouldn't like what I saw, or I would feel unconfident and I would feel bad about myself. And the thing that I learned is, if you start being kind to yourself and you start treating yourself how you would treat other people, then you are gonna start feeling so much better about yourself, and your mind is amazing. So what you tell your mind is what you really believe. And so if you're telling yourself negative thoughts, no amount of working out, of going to the gym, of eating healthy is ever gonna help you unless you start being kind to yourself. So I would just highly recommend starting with being kind to yourself, looking in the mirror and saying positive things. Don't pick out negative things, because anybody could sit there all day and pick out negative things about themselves. It's just kind of how we're wired. So just try to see the good and always speak kindly to yourself, and you're gonna find that you're gonna be a lot more confident and you're gonna feel a lot better. Someone says, which exercises did you start with? So for me, the best tip that I could give you is just start doing your research. Like, go to YouTube. Right now, I know you're on YouTube, but type in different workouts that you want to try out. I always watch Whitney Simmons, and I would follow, Kayla Itziness and what's her name, Kelsey Wells, just amazing influencers that are fitness influencers, and I would get so much inspiration from them that I would just try to like pick different things from their workouts to try at the gym. And I loved trying a new workout at the gym. It's just so fun and keeps it really entertaining. So just research different workouts and then just go to the gym and try them out. Or even at home workouts. You don't have to go to the gym, you can do them at home. But I would highly recommend just doing your research, following fitness influencers that inspire you, and it will really, really help you. How many times a week do you go to the gym? I try to go every day except for Sunday, and some days I just go for like 30 minutes, and really, like I talked about earlier, it's all just about stress relief for me and like feeling good. But you don't have to go every day to see results. I know that some people go like every other day, some people go a couple times a week. It just depends on your schedule and what works best for you. I feel like just set a goal, and since we're just about to hit 2022, start setting your goals now so then you can have those goals in mind. And if you're dedicating yourself to go 3 days a week, then actually do it and go 3 days a week, and you're gonna feel so good that you hit your goal, and you're just gonna feel better in your life because you actually accomplished that goal. Okay, I kind of already answered this, but someone said, how do you balance healthy diet without restrictions? Being kind to myself with diet is hard. And I just wanna talk about that last thing that she said. It says, being kind to myself with diet is hard. And I feel like for a long time, I definitely struggled with this, and I would eat something bad and I would be like, oh, everything's ruined, like all my progress ruined, you know? And I've learned over the years, like I said earlier, that I don't need to diet, that I can just eat intuitively, and I can just try to eat as many veggies as I can, or just try to eat the best that I can. And I think that we're all just out here trying our best, and you can't beat yourself up if you have a couple bad days, or if you're eating super good at Thanksgiving. Like, you just can't beat yourself up about all those little things. So I would just say, be kind to yourself when it comes to eating, because food can be so fun. I feel like a lot of times too, like with diet culture, like food is very connective. Like, what do you do when you hang out with your friends? Like, you go to dinner, you go to lunch, you go to breakfast, like all these things. So like, don't miss out on fun moments because you're not being kind to yourself when it comes to eating. And I think it's so important to just like give yourself some grace and eat whatever you want. Everything's about balance. So hopefully that answers a little bit of your question. Someone said, any tips for gym anxiety? Oh, I used to have this. It's funny because when you first start going to the gym, you just like are so, I feel like, well, this is me. I felt like I was so self-conscious, and I would always think like, oh, everybody's looking at me. What if I'm not using this machine right? You know, you're just like in your head. And then after going to the gym for a while, you realize nobody is looking at you, and actually nobody cares. And everybody is at the gym to better themselves. So you're all there for the same reason. And if someone is there judging you, then that's on them. That's not on you, and you can't let that affect you. So for me, I just don't really care what other people think when I'm at the gym, because I'm just there to feel good, to better myself, and that's pretty much what everybody else is there for as well. So you have to just own it when you go to the gym, and don't be afraid to try new machines. Don't be afraid to go in the weight section. The weight section can get intimidating, but you just gotta walk in there with confidence and own it. And I promise you that no one is judging you, and everybody's just there to better themselves and to get a good workout and then move on with their life. So don't think too much about it. Don't get in your head about that, because it's very easy to do that. Buy yourself a cute little gym outfit, a cute new gym outfit. I always feel so good when I buy a new gym outfit, and then you just go to the gym, you work out better when you like your outfit, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Someone says, if you had stretch marks, how did you get rid of them when you worked out, or do they leave? So I actually have a lot of stretch marks, and I don't really care. Is that weird? Like, I have never really thought too much about them, but I don't know where this whole stigma about stretch marks has come from, because I feel like just about everybody has them. I don't think they're a bad thing. But yeah, I definitely have a lot of stretch marks, and I just own them. I don't think they're ugly or anything like that. And I think that you're probably the only person that thinks about them. Like, if you're thinking about your stretch marks, I don't think anybody else around you is really even thinking about them. So don't worry about it. Everybody has them. And I think it's a very natural thing. And that's the thing. It's funny because like I've learned through social media, which I spent a lot of time on, all these things that everybody's so like caught up on, like having a thigh gap. I would have never thought twice about that unless I read it on social media. Or hip dips. I literally didn't even think about hip dips until someone mentioned it on social media. So nobody cares, you know? I think so 2012 to think about those things. We're in 2022 now, just about. Own it. Just feel confident in your own skin. I think that's the most important thing to feeling good about yourself and to being happy in your life, is just owning it and being confident. Advice on comparing yourself to others in the gym. Whew. So don't do it. Just don't do it. That's my advice. I think that it's really easy to get intimidated. Like a lot of times I'll look over, and this one time I was at the chest press and I had 5s on the side of the chest press, okay? I'm chest pressing. I was feeling really good about myself. Then I looked over and there's a girl next to me bench pressing 45s on each side. And I was like, dang, like this is almost embarrassing. Like I can't even lift that much. I thought I was doing so good with 5s on the side, and then she has 45s on the side. Like, wow. But I have learned that you could spend your whole day comparing yourself to anybody online or in the gym, and that's just not healthy. You're at the gym to better yourself, and maybe one day I'll be able to bench 45s, but I have to be able to get there somehow, and so I have to start with the 5s. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to start somewhere, and everybody starts somewhere. So don't compare yourself to anyone else, because eventually you can get as strong as you want. So you can get stronger, lift those 45s, or do whatever you want. If you don't want to ever lift 45s, you don't have to do that either. That's the great thing. So don't compare yourself to others, and just try to focus on yourself. But also, I think sometimes seeing what other people are doing in the gym inspires me. So when I'm at the gym, or like if I'm on a walk in my neighborhood and I see someone like sprinting around the neighborhood, I'm like, I want to do that. I want to be like them. I want to be faster. And so then I'll like mimic what they're doing. Change that mindset of comparing yourself, instead being inspired and thinking, I want to be more like that. So it's what I try to do. I think I might end it off there, because there's just a lot of questions, and I think I hit the meat of the questions that you guys want. But hopefully this inspired you, and honestly, I don't know if I was just rambling and maybe this didn't inspire a single person. But for me, this is what worked for me, and this is what I've learned in the past couple of years going to the gym, trying to be healthier. And at the end, all I want to say is, like I said earlier, don't compare yourself to others, and don't feel bad if you have a week where you're just not healthy at all, because I feel like I go through weeks where I am just like a mess. I'm not healthy, and I don't want to go to the gym. I have no motivation, and I think that's completely normal to feel like that. I think we all feel like that at times, so that's okay. I think we're all just trying to be our best, and let's go into 2022 with some confidence and feeling good, and let's set those goals and let's go after them and make it a great year. I really feel like it's going to be an amazing year. I love you guys, and if you ever need anyone to talk to, message me on Instagram. I try to respond to as many DMs as I can. I do read like almost every single one. I try to respond to everyone, but it's so hard. So thank you for the kind messages, and thank you for all the love. You guys are the best, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.